Hello everyone, my name is Redline122 and I wanted to take a few moments to introduce myself and a project to legitimize the meme use case. The intent is to improve the use case for Memecoins, to remind ourselves, both builders and investors, to encourage learning and to take the higher road in human engagement. So let's go ahead and move on. Let's break down this short agenda, right? So, there's three things that we want to focus on here. Why now and why this project? Who am I, Redline122? And why and what is ShibachUX? So we're going to spend the remainder of the time, about a good 27 slides or so, and we'll go through all of these things detail by detail. No, I'm just kidding. So why now and why this project? Well, it really is about you. Decentralized finance's smartest, bravest, sometimes even referred to as the craziest of investors, the first movers, you. But right now, you and I, builders and investors, are surrounded by a storm of FOMO, scams, and full of duress. All these things should not be in this space. It's the last thing we need when we're trying to make the best of our investments, when we're trying to make the best of our money. None of this should really be there. But it is. It's the crazy wild space that we're in right now. But the time has come to start to quiet that noise of FOMO, of scams and duress. So we have to remind ourselves of a very interesting term that kind of came around back in 2018, beetle. It was a typo, but it really kind of took the crypto space by storm back then. But we seem to have forgotten about beetle here today in 2021, in 2020. And what does that mean? It is not just focus on FOMO, scams, and duress, but really focus on quality, really focus on, what's the word? Doing the right thing. Build up the Memecoin, the DeFi space, so it becomes a better experience for the adoption of retail investment to come in. And that's what we all want. We want more people to come join us, to become stewards of decentralized finance, to really understand what it means to take control of the whole process. But it's up to us right now to kind of start to clean up the noise, the FOMO, the scams, and the duress. The biggest thing about decentralized finance for all of us is that we really look at our investment. And I'm not just talking about the investment of our bags, of our money, but the investment of our time, the investment of our commitment, our bravery, and above all else, to really think about what it means to push away those really negative vibes of FOMO, scams, and duress. That's our responsibility as DeFi's first movers, as builders, and as holders, investors. If we can all remind ourselves of that, to stay that course, to maybe shift to that course, together we rise together. To learn, to grow, to make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but to learn, to grow, make mistakes, learn from the mistakes, and also, of course, profit. Why not, right? Why not make some money, but do it by taking the high road, by working with integrity, by working with good, honest, legitimate projects and the developers and the communities behind them. I'm happy to say that I've been involved with quite a few of those. I'm very excited to say that we're going to be launching many more projects that fall under that principle as well. So let's keep going. So who is Redline122? Who am I? Well, in real life, I'm a technology leader with a focus on operations, cybersecurity, application development, and strategy. Yeah, that's who I am. In general cryptocurrency, I've been playing around and having fun and actually being humbled by it since 2017 as an investor. And more recently, I have found myself as an investor in decentralized finance, or DeFi. And even as recent as April, May of 2021, I became rolled into a builder. Firstly, with a project called Shibakin Finance, I hold near and dear to my heart. That project really allowed me to cut my teeth in decentralized finance on so many different levels. And I'm very thankful for that. And I'm so happy to say I'm still involved with that project. And why not? Why not stay involved with all the great projects as best as I can? Well, with Shibakin Finance, I actually, delivered one of the first multi-mesh bridges for a Memecoin that spanned a single token supply across the Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and Matic blockchains. Yes, 3 blockchains, single token supply. Very cool. Has opened up a lot of opportunities for that project that now holds, that actually started with a little less than 100 people, now has a nice steady organic growth of over 7,000 holders. Many of which are spanning across all 3. Very exciting. Also, I've got myself involved on projects like the Fairy Token project as a beta tester. Why not, right? Why not test and learn at the same time? Get involved with that kind of stuff. It's fun. And even more recently, I'm collaborating with the fine folks, the fine team, the developers in the community over at Bilo. What is Bilo? Well, it's pretty cool. Bilo is actually a utility token project where the utility is to provide a faster trading experience that blows away what we're typically used to seeing and disappointed with seeing with using just typical Uniswap. So yeah, they got some cool stuff going on over there too. And aside from that, I'm also working on several other stealth related or stealth level sorts of projects. One of them is the one that I'm actually going to be talking about today. But there are others where we're talking about play to earn, utility tokenomics, what does it mean to be NFT, what does it mean to be staking, and how does that all tie together? Yes, it's called architecture. It's called putting the pieces together, connecting the dots. And you know what? That is so exciting. And actually, last but definitely not least, I love NFTs and the artists that support them, that create them. So I'm a big proponent of that. And one such project that I'd like to kind of mention, because I've been with them for a while, and I've been asking them questions and trying to, again, learn, because that's what it's all about, is Snap Finance's comic book ecosystem. Very cool stuff. I do encourage all of you guys to check that one out. It's been a long-running project, and they got an amazing set of pieces there and backgrounds. I mean, it's very cool the way things are kind of falling together there. So what about me? Again, go ahead, take a look. You can find me all over Twitter. Yeah, I'm that guy. And you can find me all over Telegram. Yes, I'm that guy too. Go ahead and search for me by joining, the Snap Finance or the Shibakin.finance or the Bilo groups that are out there. Then look for my messaging in there. You'll see me. Yeah, sometimes a little crazy. Sometimes I might say something a little off key, but that's all me. That's me in the raw. But I'm not here to hide. I'm not here to scam you. I'm here because I want to be part of doing the right thing. Because that's what we should be doing with decentralized finance. Because together, we need to establish reputations. Reputations to uphold, and not just to come in, scam, and disappear. Because that's not what this space really should be about. It's about good, honest relationship building, human engagement, and at the end of the day, redefining decentralized finance. And first and foremost, this whole idea of the base dev gotta go. Because there's been base devs that go AWOL in a heartbeat. I've seen Memecoin projects, or not even non-Memecoin projects, where we see it go to the moon and crash in less than 2 minutes and people are holding bags worth of crap. A shitcoin, mind you, right? Well, let's do without that. So I'd like to introduce a new concept, a new term, called active smart contract executor. Yeah, it's a little more than just being a base dev, trust me. And I'll explain more about that soon. So why ShibachUX or Shiba or ShibachUX or whatever you want to call it? It's fine. Just don't mispronounce it when you're around me. Just kidding. Well, why ShibachUX? Well, it's a demonstration. It's to explain, demonstrate, guide, and then have everyone else be enabled. Yeah, EDGE, Edge. Some of you out there may have heard about Edge in other circles. And I'm going to apply something along those lines here. So as the smart contract executor, this project will be used to explain and demonstrate various critical components to successfully beetle an ERC or a BEP20 and the forks startup. It's not just about one contract or about one token going to the moon. This is a full startup that we're talking about. So we're going to take a crawl, walk, run approach. Let's figure out these pieces slowly, carefully, with a measured growth approach. I'm not talking about trying to moon this and dumping the heck out of this. I'm talking about good, steady growth in learning and, yeah, even making a gain. So initially what that means is we're going to be launching a utility token with the proper tokenomics and with a thoughtful approach to where it goes next. Staking, an NFT game phase 1. Advanced staking, an NFT game 2. So there's a lot of things that are happening in this project, but I'm not going to be rolling this out super fast in hopes that we go to the moon and make money and then it dies. Because where's the longevity? Where's the integrity in all that? How do you build a reputation in a project that comes and goes in a day, heck, even an hour or two? You don't. It's humanly impossible to do so. So we are going to be introducing the utility token around this project very soon. And there'll be more information around that very soon. So remember, utility token first, and then the other instruments in play for the project. Play to earn, staking, in-game currency, advanced play to earn. And you know what? That's not the end of it. There'll be other future advanced projects and a lot of fun along the way. That's what I'm about, and that's what we're going to make DeFi and play to earn all about. So you've been wondering all this time, what are those 3 things at the bottom, right? Well, let me explain them real quick. The first is actually the logo that's used on the website. That's also being built out in Stealth right now. The second is a badge that is being used in Stealth in the Telegram. And the third is my Twitter badge that I'm using for Redline122 on Twitter. Those 3 things are going to be tied together at the hip for this project launch. Yes, it's in Stealth. And yes, I'm telling you now. And yes, we are going to go. And we're going to learn. And we're going to profit. So let's do this together. And let's do it responsibly. And let's do it with a sense of integrity. Look forward to getting you all on this journey on a higher road to redefine the Memecoin use case. See you soon with the next video.